Well, hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the Runners Rising Project. We're here with one of our rising leaders, the one, the only number zero himself,
Mhm.
San Antonio bred Frank Harris. I think it goes without saying, without the introduction, we know who you are. I think you were definitely in school at the same time I was when I graduated in 2012. Feels like you've been there at least 10, 11 years. But Frank, man, what's going on? How's your summer going?
I'm doing well, man. Thank y'all for having me. My summer is going great. It didn't start off the way I wanted it to, but definitely doing a lot better, and I'm excited for the season.
Yeah, man. You said it's was it the shoulder or the knee that got the infection?
My knee got infected.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it was bad. It was very, very frustrating time. It was a dark time for sure.
No, definitely. But see the James Avery cross kind of sitting there and
Yep.
definitely finding a way. Dude, I used to have one of those years ago. Definitely know it. But awesome that you at least have that faith-based piece to help kind of push through that adversity. Did
For
you
sure.
say it definitely helped you out?
Oh yeah, my faith definitely was, you know, one of the things that kept me going. During the times that whenever I started struggling, of course I lean on the man above. He
Yeah,
does
yeah.
everything for a reason, and I've been through injuries before, and you can't just question why me. You kind of just gotta lean on God, and He'll get you through it. And one of these days I look back and understand what the reason it was. But I don't know what the reason is just yet, but I know
Yeah.
it's definitely something.
Dude, I think like you, Rashad, and JT are like the T900 Terminators, kind of half bionic $1 million men kind of thing. It's it's definitely it's impressive. It's pretty cool you guys can come back from that stuff. But well, cool, man. So first off, so obviously this summer you got, we know that you, although you didn't get an opportunity to physically participate and you went to the Manning Passing Academy. But how was that? What was that experience like for you?
I mean, it's a great experience. I mean, of course, everybody grew up watching Eli and Peyton Manning, so just being around those guys in the same room as them, talking
Yeah,
with those guys, and then being around the best quarterbacks in the nation, it's pretty cool. You watch those guys on TV, or you watch their film, and just getting able to hang out with those guys on the football field and outside of football, getting to know them on a personal level, it's pretty cool. And
yeah.
you got ton of respect for those guys, and there's some friendships there that I'm gonna take forever. I mean, I got a group message with some of those guys that we talk literally every single day. So
That's awesome, dude.
it's just a great experience, and definitely one I'll remember forever.
Yeah, man. All right. So since you got a chance to know the two of them, who's out of Eli and Peyton, who's more of the has the bigger sense of humor out of the two of them?
Actually, the brother was the funniest. What's the brother's name? Cooper.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
He was a funny one. He was cracking jokes left and
Nice.
right. He had the whole building laughing. He was funny for sure. But I would probably say Peyton. Uh, Eli's a little bit more chill, kind of more quiet, reserved, got kind of guy.
Yeah. Did you ever see God, what was it? I think where he was like trying out to be a walk on at Penn State. I think it was like last year or
Yep,
whatever.
I seen that. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yep,
Well, cool. Good to know that at least that chill kind of that whatever he's got going on is real to life.
for
But
sure.
all right, man. So kind of back to you. So all right, so talk to us, man. How did you, as a kid, get into football? Like, where did that start for you?
Just growing up, it was just something that I've always kind of liked. My mom was a big football fan. My dad is as well.
Hmm.
My oldest brother played. My other brother played. But I was the one that kept continue to play. They stopped playing at an early age. They didn't play
Yeah,
in middle school. It was something I just stuck with. And I could remember the whole game, the 2006 Rose Bowl game. It was USC versus Texas.
dude, that
I'm
was.
huge. Yeah,
Were you a
crazy
big
game.
UT fan?
What I love Vince Young. I wanted to go to UT and play quarterbacks, be number 10 because of Vince Young. So
100%.
that probably was like the turning point. I'm like, man, this is it. I mean, that was probably the best game to watch to get all bought into football. And ever since then, it was just like I want to play quarterback. I want to be do this, and that. So I think it just kind of took off from there.
Dude, what a like that game. I know. I think out of like the game, out of the ranked games, that is still like the top of like the best college football game ever played. it just Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush, Vince Young. I'm blanking on who their fullback was. It ended up going to Tennessee with Vince Young. God, why am I blanking on that? He was a big dude, but
Mm-hmm.
like, oh man, that was so I was not originally from San Antonio, but like when I came to Texas, started following UT before UTSA and stuff, and dude, that whole season was just awesome to watch. And
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, man, I think everybody in Texas in 2006, 2007 wanted to
For
be
sure.
Vince Young. But well, cool. So went to graduate from Samuel Clemens. So how was that? A good friend of mine and my ex-wife, they actually ended up going to Steele. She did my ex the year at Samuel Clemens as a freshman, and then when Steele opened up, how crazy was that rivalry?
Well, honestly, I'm from Converse, so I was supposed to go to Judson High
Oh
School.
shoot, God, I'm
So
sorry, man. I don't know why I thought you were going to Clemens. My
no,
apologies,
I
man.
did go to Clemens for high school. But so growing up, it was always the Wagner Judson rivalry. That was like one of the craziest rivalries ever, still to this day.
Uh-huh.
So I ended up moving to Clemens, which I was new to the area. I didn't know nobody. So I know a lot of those kids, middle school got divided between Clemens and
Yeah.
Steele, and I kind of was just going with the flow. I didn't really know much, but towards my junior senior year, the rivalry got a little intense. Just because you share 399, it's literally one. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't even call it a highway, just a road, and you share everything. You share, now it's grown a lot, but at the
Uh-huh.
time, you share Walmart, you share HEB, you share,
Yeah, that HEB
Whataburger.
is nice though. That's sitting out there.
Yeah, so you see, you're always. I mean, you could live in Cibolo but still go to church Clemens. So you're
Uh-huh.
always going to see each other at some point, sometime. So it definitely was a great rivalry. I just upset I never got to beat those guys. They were a great team,
Yeah.
and it's nothing but love, between the two. I mean, we're only church, Civil ISD, it's only school district, is us. We support one another. They play at our home field, so we share fields.
Yeah.
Um, and it's never been nothing besides football, never nothing personal or taken outside of the football field. So it's a pretty special rivalry for sure, though.
Yeah, definitely. And like I think it defines the northeast side of San Antonio and like dude 3009 like I actually got into a pretty gnarly accident like 3009 I think it's like 1516 kind of like where the train tracks start going towards Randolph.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I mean I got T-bone out there so I'm super familiar with it. Got a piece of my skin sitting on that road.
Oh.
But well cool man. So what so how did you end up getting approached and recruited by UTSA? How did that journey start for you?
Well, it was during basketball season. I picked up a couple offers, and in my junior year, and um, who reached out to me? I don't know if it was Coach Brumfield. It was somebody
Mhm.
with the old staff, and then got in contact with him. Talked to Frank Selfo and Frank Wilson, of course,
Yeah.
and at first I didn't want to go to UTSA. I kind of wanted to go somewhere a little further. And hopefully I was trying to go somewhere a little bit bigger, honestly.
Yeah.
And I talked it over with my dad, prayed about it, and I was like, I'll go down the road. Growing up, I never came to this side of town. So, I mean, it was still new to me.
Uh-huh.
But all my family, all my friends could come watch me play. And it was like kind of a no-brainer once I kind of thought about it and, prayed about it and stuff like that. And decided to go down the road. And it kind of wasn't in my favor at first, but now the stuff that we did for the university and for the program is second to none.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I think it says a lot for obviously you coming in there and like I, obviously with your time and just like the last couple seasons, you going down an injury in 2019 and then coming back and just dude, you own the school like it was Eric Souza for forever and now like how is that
Mhm.
like looking and like obviously you still have another year. We know that you got like it's gone from donate the cheese, Bill don't care. What's y'all's new what's the new one now?
You probably seen Coach Trailer just say something about it. DMGB, don't matter, get better.
Yeah, but um how is that like with that legacy kind of looking at it was like yeah like these are probably going to be your records for years.
A lot of people ask me that, but I've just been so humble playing the
Yeah.
game of football just because I mean, I've been injured so much. That's not something I really worry about. I mean, it's pretty cool to say, but at the end of the day, I would rather be remembered as a a great human being and a great role model
Oh
for the
yeah.
community than accolades. I mean, I can care less about that. As long as we win a game, um, that's at the end of the day, that's my job is to win a game. It doesn't matter what my stats look like, no matter what
Yeah.
records I have. I just want to win the football game, and like I said, be remembered as a great teammate, great player, and just a great person overall. And all that to take care of itself. I mean, I have a lot of records, but one of these days they'll get broken, and
Yeah.
it is what it is. So, but my character is something that can never be taken away from me. So I just try to, harp on that as much as I can.
No, 100%. And so, all right. So, segueing into that, talking about leadership. So, obviously, you wear the number 0, and that's a peer voted system. So that highlights you as one of the 2 unknown numbers. It's a big thing. So, what does leadership mean to you?
Leadership just means, getting other guys involved, doing stuff that they don't really want to do. I mean, there's bad leaders, so but there's good leaders. To be a good leader, you have to just get guys to do stuff that they really don't want to, whether that's come in on their off day to take care of their bodies, to
Mhm.
get extra throws. You got to lead by example. I mean, I can't go out there and tell somebody don't be late, but I'm showing up late to meetings or be respectful, and I'm cussing out, academic advisors. So just little things like that, just carrying yourself and holding yourself to a higher standard, and showing the guys that if I'm able to do it, you can do it as well. I mean, I've been here for so long. I mean, you just got here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been doing it for this long. You could do it as well, and it takes you so far in life. A good leader does, and being respectful, and all those things, fall in that category.
Yeah. So, who would you say is probably that mentor growing up that taught you the most about leadership?
I'll just say my parents. I mean, all my siblings. If you were to talk to them right now, they're gonna say, yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. I
Yeah.
mean, there was just that was gonna happen in the household that we lived in. I mean, it was like if we didn't, we got in trouble for it, or we got, looked at a certain way, grabbed a certain way. So it was just something that my parents did not play. And looking back at it, it was kind of annoying, but looking back at it now, I mean, it took me so far in life, and it's kind of like it's natural for me to say those things. And in today's society, kids nowadays have no respect. So it was just something we always got in trouble for. So now second to none just to say it, and takes you a far way in life.
Dude, yeah, I 100% feel you on that because oh man, when I was a kid, like so my mom, she used to keep her nails long, like the French nails or whatever.
Mhm.
We'd screw up, even as like a young teenager or whatever, come up behind, she just dig them into the back of your like arm and just like you most evil things like whisper in your ear. And it's just like, all right, got it. And it's like, yeah, so it's like that hard love, like those hard lessons,
Yep,
like kind of growing up as a kid, like that sets you on
for
on a
sure,
path.
for
And
sure.
which, yeah, man, that's awesome. Do you still consider them like your mentors? Do you have like different, like what kind of mentors do you have? Do you have like somebody in football, like leadership, like in your degree?
Man, it's a lot of people I could probably name.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of people. I mean, like Sam Macho, he's one
Mhm.
of the people that I could talk to about, everyday life, football. Um, like Malcolm Brown, Jarvion Williams. I mean, Eric Soaps. It's a lot of people that I could just name that always are
Yeah.
very supportive. Let me talk to them about everything and just try to guide me and mold me into a better man and a better person.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's interesting. So how's the relationship with Malcolm Brown? Do you, I guess, obviously kind of being come from the same area in town?
Hmm. So we used to train with this Coach Dunk whenever he was in college and I was in high school.
Okay.
I mean, so I've been training with Malk since I was probably for 14, maybe
Yeah.
13. So I mean, I've been knowing him for a while now, and then we just stayed in contact, stayed real close then, and I mean now, you know, we're just real close. So definitely a special relationship that we have. I mean, I respect him a ton. Like you said, we grew up in the same area, so I was always around the same people, and it's like my big brother. So I can call him for anything.
Nice, man. All right, so moving on, let's talk a little bit about NIL. So, what's your thoughts on NIL? Obviously, like we know that, like we know it's definitely impacted you, and it's definitely touched your life. And obviously, this is an NIL deal. So for again, thank you very much for taking the time out of your schedule to come work with us. But what are your thoughts on it?
Honestly, I think there's going to have to be some rules and regulations on it because it is taking out of hand. It is getting out of hand. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
Especially like the tampering and if you come to my school, we'll get this. It might not even happen. So I think it's starting to become a little bit of a distraction, and I think some people are starting to try to play for those reasons only. And we came here to to get a degree and play football,
yeah,
and people don't really understand that. I mean, I'm kind of I guess a different mindset because I was here before NIL came along, and
right.
now that it is here, so I kind of got a perspective on both ends of the spectrum. But I mean, at the end of the day, you go out there, make plays, and you're a great human being and a great football player. NIL take care of itself. So I think some people try to play for the wrong reasons and try to worry about that too much. And we're not here for NIL deals. We're here to play football and to graduate.
Yeah.
All that will take care of itself.
No, I hear you on that. So I guess has it been pretty crazy? Like, have you seen a lot of like kind of deals flying around and
Yeah, there's a lot of not at UTSA, but seeing on social media. I mean, these guys are getting money. It's pretty impressive.
yeah,
I mean, I mean, I love to see it. Honestly, I mean, I think we deserve it.
100%.
It's pretty cool to see some of the guys, earn that kind of money at a young age. And I mean, I talk to a lot of guys, and they tell me kind of, the deals that they have, and
Yeah,
it's pretty cool to hear, the certain deals that they have, and you just want to see those guys keep succeeding.
for sure. All right, so let's go into some lighter questions here, since we kind of think we went through the gauntlet there with you. So obviously, kind of as we touched on earlier, you've been actually I got one more a question for you. Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
Oh man, that's tough. Probably still around San Antonio area. Uh, Hope be doing something where I can impact the community. Still be there for the kids if I'm still relevant.
Yeah,
And just be a role model still. Something to where I can just keep giving back some way, some fashion, and hopefully I could just keep progressing and keep on going until I'm old, and just that way, I guess.
and you own half of 3009,
Hey, that'd be cool.
wouldn't it?
Hopefully, something like that.
Yeah, all right, man. So outside of football, what are you into? What do you do for fun?
Oh, I'm a big golfer. It's
Really?
bad. Man, I just picked it up probably 3 months ago.
Okay,
Man, I got a membership out there at Tapatio in Bernie.
gotcha.
And I go all the time. I
Dude, what
was too
got you
tired.
into it?
Hold on, my dad's calling. Let me
Yeah, yeah,
text
yeah,
him.
of course. Hold
On.
on, we'll go ahead and pause this on this.
Hey,
All right, and we're back. So anyway,
yep.
yeah. So what got you into golfing?
Well, I have a job set up. I'll be running. I'll be the executive director for City Fans 210.
Yeah, oh, that's
Raising money
awesome.
for them.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I knew eventually somebody trying to make a deal. Somebody was gonna say, "Hey, do you golf?" So I'm the type of guy. I don't want to embarrass myself too much. So I'm like, I'm not. I probably should start doing it now before
hmm
it's too late, and it's something that I can do, when I'm old. Because I used to play basketball, my off time, off
yeah,
season, but my knees. I mean, my knees are too bad now to go do that. So, um, I decided to pick it up. I mean, I'm not good now, but I was terrible at first. All my friends played, back in high school. So we started going and going and going, and then it just turned into I go one day, then I go 2 days, and I look up and I'm going like 4 days in a row. I go the next week. It just became a habit. I'm going all the time, and
nice.
I'm not in summer school right now because I've already graduated. So I
Yeah,
mean, I'm done my day at 9 o'clock in the morning. So it's like, what am I going to do for the rest of the day? Might as well go golfing.
hell yeah,
So
dude.
I look up and I got a membership, and I'm at the country club almost every day, golfing. Making connects, and it's just something I love doing now. So I'm not good at it still, but I love going. I go all the time.
Yeah, no, man. So do you all right? So do you have a favorite golfer yet? Are you that invested in it? Like starting to watch like PGA and
I watch it all the time. I mean, it's a lot of big name guys like
Yeah.
Rory, Tiger, Phil Mickelson. It's a lot of guys that I don't really have a favorite, but I mean, when it's on TV, I'm gonna watch it for sure.
Yeah. Well, dude, respect to you for getting out in the 120-degree heat and hitting stuff around. Dude, I'm like you, man. Like I've done it a couple times. I'm not good, but it's like you get like that one swing and you'll get like an on green and then like you're hooked and it's like, all right, I gotta keep doing this.
That is me to a T. I was gonna go today, but I'm like, I need to just chill. Can't do
Yeah.
it.
Cool, man. All right. So some more soft questions here, trying to get to know you. So what's your favorite song from this last year? Like what's your top song on your Spotify playlist?
Ooh, how do you even look at
I don't
that?
know. Or what do you
Favorite
find yourself
song.
listening to a lot?
I'm a big chill guy, so I like Rod Wave, Lil Durk.
Okay.
I love country music as well.
Okay.
I don't really like too much rah rah loud. I like more of mellow,
Yeah.
chill type of music. So that's probably I would say that.
Respect that. All right. DC or Marvel? And what is your favorite character out of either of them?
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't watch either one.
Fair. Okay.
I don't know anything about it. I know what was a Marvel movie. Didn't it just a Marvel movie just come out?
Yeah, Marvel, like, so it's like that's like Spider-Man, Iron
Yeah,
Man,
see,
all
we
that, and
didn't
then DC's like Batman and Superman.
didn't grow up watching that. So what's funny is, the first bowl game we went to um, with Coach Trailer, we actually got to watch the new, I think it was Spider Man or Marvel movie before it
Yeah.
came out. So
Oh, that's pretty cool.
we rented out the movie theater. It was just a football team watching it. I don't know nothing about it. So my buddy sitting next to me, Zach Rangel, he was the quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. I don't know none of these characters. So literally the whole movie, I'm like, bro, who's
Who's
that?
this?
Bro, what is going on?
So
I'm so
everybody's
confused.
losing their mind and something. It's like, what's the big deal?
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like we're
like,
Spider-Man's.
what's
Like,
going on? Bro, just shut up. I'll tell you after. All right, sorry. So they're asking me like, what do you think about the movie? Was it good? I said, bro, I don't even know what's going on. Like, you got to
yeah,
ask somebody. So yeah, I mean, I'll watch it, but it's not something that I know about or anything like that.
yeah, definitely, definitely. All right. Um, question looking forward to this season. So obviously, this is the first year in the AAC. Got a lot of new unique destinations for the team. What area are you like? What city are you most excited about going to out of on the road this year?
I would say Temple just because they play at the Eagle Stadium.
Uh-huh. Link's
Um,
nice, man.
I mean, I just want to play an NFL stadium. I've never have, so I think it'll be pretty cool. So everybody's asking that. I mean, of course, I want to play other teams as well, but
Yeah,
playing in the NFL stadium would probably be pretty cool for sure. I've never been to Philly either.
dude. Philly's not like it's really cool. It's an awesome city. Um, there's some like if you get a chance, you guys get to find food. I'm telling you, it's a Korean Mexican Philly fusion place called Korea Taqueria, and it sounds wild, but it's like it's on the list of like there's an Instagram like thing that's been going around for a while. And they're like number 7 or 6 for like the best Philly cheesesteaks
Oh
in
yeah,
the city,
I'm
and
I'm
like
I'm gonna get it. My
dude,
parents my parents go to all the games, so I'm gonna tell my mama or my dad to bring me something to the hotel.
their tacos aren't bad, but their wings are freaking amazing.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
then they actually it's a beef bulgogi cheesesteak, and it is to die
yep.
for. It is
Say less.
awesome.
We're gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Yep.
Yeah. But all right. So kind of that brings us to our final and probably the most important question of anything that we ask you guys here on Runners Rising. Where are you getting tacos in San Antonio?
Ooh,
And what is
you
your
know what's
order?
crazy? I'm not really because like I said, I'm not really from the side of town. So back to where I'm from,
Yeah.
you ask anybody from Converse, Texas, and they're gonna tell you one spot, El Sabs. I mean,
Okay.
it's right there by the school. It's like right there in the middle. Like so that's the spot we all go to, and they had great lemonade. So growing up, I mean, literally. I mean, if you're from Converse, you're gonna go to Sobs to get some tacos. You can ask anybody from Converse; they're gonna tell
Gotcha.
you.
I gotta yell at my buddy who graduated from Judson and ask him about
You
soccer.
go El Sabacitos. I mean, it's right there, right by the school. And then in high school, we didn't really have too many bottles. We had Jalisco's.
Okay.
It was cheap and it was
Yeah.
good. So
Dude, let's go.
we would go. Wow, we will mess. Oh, that was good. Now you want me one of the tacos. But I haven't really found any places out here
Yeah.
in San and where we're living at right now. But once again, I don't eat tacos as much as I used to because I'm trying
Right.
not to. You know,
No,
I'm a little
I hear
older
you. I
now.
hear you.
I'm a little older now, so it sticks with me a little bit more.
The metabolism slowing down. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, that bean and cheese from
Yeah,
last week still hanging out. It's like,
exactly.
dude, what the hell?
Yep. So I try not to eat it as much. But I mean, if y'all got any recommendations, send them my way. I'm gonna go check them out.
Joe, what you got, man? I don't really got anything around.
I mean, right next to Hillsdale's, there's
that's
Aguas
true.
I was
Calientes.
gonna say that. I
Yeah,
heard about that place.
yeah,
I
that's a
literally
good
was
one.
gonna say that place.
Yeah, their
Yep, I
carne
heard
asada
about
is not
that.
bad. But Frank, hey, listen, just want to say again, thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to do this. And then for all those of y'all at home, remember that the Runners Rising project is the one of the crowdfunded NIL collectives. We're a 501c3. Really, as much as we are a collective, the advocacy and front page we usually try to be for NIL in San Antonio, because again, our ultimate goal is to try to find a way to get these athletes the exposure that they need, and kind of show the impact that NIL has on their ability to, one, market themselves, but also the impact that it brings back to the community. Because again, our ultimate goal is to make San Antonio that national leader in community driven NIL. But you can find us at runnersrising.org or runners_rising at any of your favorite social media platforms. And Frank, where can we find you on social media?
Frank Harris. I think that's my name on social media.
Yeah. Google will be the
Yes,
first
sir.
thing that pops up. But Frank, best of luck to you this season. Know it's your last season. Congratulations on finishing up with school and stuff. But we're keeping our prayers and make sure that you have a healthy and successful season. But Birds Up, brother, thank you so much for
Yes,
taking time out
sir.
of your time.
Thank y'all for having me. Appreciate it.
Yep. See ya.